Barça, Barça, Barça.
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barça, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing some interesting updates. We are going to start with Ronald Araujo, whose contract renewal situation right now continues to get complicated according to multiple sources. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Secondly, we are going to be talking about former Barcelona winger Neymar Jr., who have recently had an interview speaking about his past at FC Barcelona, where he said he continued to carry Barcelona in his heart. We are going to be discussing on that full interview as we move ahead. Then lastly, we are going to be talking about Dani Alves, as Barcelona are reportedly in two minds about the 38-year-old's contract extension, according to multiple reports. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, give the video a like, and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barça, Barça, Barça.
As we head towards the final phase of the campaign, Barcelona are expected to speed up the process of extending the contracts of several underpaid stars. Ronald Araujo, for one, could be under the spotlight as the defender's current contract expires at the end of next season. Barcelona have tried to renew the youngster's contract in the past but haven't had a whole lot of success. As one of the lowest paid defenders in the first team, Araujo is understandably looking for a lucrative new deal, even though he is happy with life under Xavi Hernandez. According to a report from Director Goal, Barcelona are currently working on renewing contract of Araujo. The situation is a bit chaotic right now, but the club are confident of their chances of convincing the player. At the same time, Barcelona admit it could be very difficult, an operation, as Araujo is currently among the most undervalued members of the first stay. It will require a lucrative sum to convince him to prolong his stay at the Camp Nou. It was reported last month that Barcelona were hoping to complete the renewal of Araujo by the end of March, with the club also keen on raising the defender's current release clause from 200 million euros to 1 billion euros in order to fend off interest from other clubs. Araujo already has other offers on his table, including Premier League hotshots, which could further compound the issue for the board. The Premier League clubs have been linked with the Uruguayan international in the past, so Barca must move swiftly, if they are to keep hold of the young defender, whose prolonged stay at the Camp Nou could be vital for the club's progression under Xavi Hernandez. Araujo's presence in that team is very fundamental. He's a key player, very important player, and Barca needs to act fast. And I still don't see the need why Barca keep dragging and dragging this issue on, with Premier League giants, of course, other top clubs across Europe showing interest in him, and with better offers which can tempt Araujo in leaving the Camp Nou, which will be a disaster for us. So the board need to act fast. The club might not be in the best financial state, but Araujo's salary is way too low. Even though Barca have been, upping the offers, but it's not enough for Araujo and his representative. And considering how important this guy is to this team, Barca needs to pay him according to what he delivers. We have seen Barca eyeing big names, Erling Haaland, and preparing some huge offers, so some astronomical salaries. Then why can't they give Ronald Araujo, an increment of his salary? So hopefully a decision is taken as soon as possible, so Ronald Araujo, will remain at FC Barcelona for a long time to come. Then on to the next story of discussion. Neymar is back in Spain as Paris Saint-Germain take on Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League round of 16 second leg tie later today. The 30-year-old spent 4 very successful years in La Liga, playing for Los Blancos arch-rivals Barcelona. Having joined the club in 2013 from Santos FC, he went on to enjoy a stunning spell at the Camp Nou, during which he helped the club achieve great heights, along with Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. Neymar left Barca in 2017 for a world record transfer fee of 222 million euros, signing for PSG in a shock move. The Brazilian has, tasted plenty of success in France, although he has had his fair share of problems, while European glory continues to evade him and his teammates as well. As Neymar gears up to take on Real Madrid, he reminisced about his time at Barca, opening up on how he still carries Barcelona in his heart. He said, I almost played for Real Madrid when I was 13 years old. Life took me to Barcelona, which I have a great affection for. I continue to carry the team with my heart, he said. Neymar ended his Barcelona spell after making 186 appearances, in which he plundered 107 goals and set up 176 more. In the process, he won 2 La Liga titles, a UEFA Champions League trophy, and 3 Copa del Rey trophies as well, along with a few other accolades. Then on to the final story of discussion. Barcelona are stuck in two minds about renewing Dani Alves, who was signed for free in November last year. Alves has hit the ground running immediately with a goal and 3 assists for the team in 9 appearances, while also creating 2.2 chances every game. According to Javi Miguel, however, Barcelona believe that the signings of Cesar Azpilicueta and Nusser Mazraoui, both right backs by trade, is bound to reduce Dani Alves' game time. As such, renewing him is not necessary. Additionally, Serginho Dest's future is not certain as well, who has already found it difficult to get going in Xavi's setup. This news comes right after several reports in recent days stated otherwise. Xavi too, in fact, was rather non-discreet when asked about Dani Alves' renewal. He said, "We haven't spoken to Alves, but from what he's given to the team in every way, he is an example, and hopefully we can decide that he continues at the end of the season. He is giving us a lot, and I would like him to continue next season because he can give us a lot," he said. Barca have already wrapped up the signing of Andres Christensen, and if reports are to be believed, and Azpilicueta, Mazraoui, and Milan's Franchise are next on the wish list. All three will become free agents in the summer, and each already has a foot out of their respective clubs. However, it is essential to remember that Jordi Alba is the only player covering at left back, and both Diaz and Azpilicueta are able to deputize in that position. Not to forget that the Chelsea legend can also cover in central defense, especially in a 3-man backline. While Dani Alves is on a merger salary, it's inevitable that his prominence in the team diminishes when new players arrive. Dani Alves has never been afraid of competition though, and it wouldn't really make sense if one bet against him in this kind of situation. I don't see any big issue in this, honestly. Even if Barca want to bring in the new players, that shouldn't be an issue for them not to renew Dani Alves' contract. I still very much believe they will renew his contract. Dani Alves is 38 years old, and of course, he's not a player that will be playing 90 minutes anymore. And even though when he enters the pitch, he does things, he makes things happen. But just the fact that he's experienced in the team, he knows the dressing room very well, he knows the young players, then he's still very important in that dressing room. So even if Barca are bringing Nusser Mazraoui, bringing Azpilicueta, who can play right back, Serginho Dest as well, who plays right back, that shouldn't be an issue. Dani Alves will know how to manage his game time. I think Xavi Hernandez is a very good person who can manage game time for players. And when that time comes when Dani Alves will play, he will play. So despite all these reports, I still very much think Dani Alves will extend his contract at FC Barcelona. Make me to know your thoughts on the comment section below. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barça. Until next time, bye bye.
Barça!